Is it a tit or quit? The road to the golden boots.
What's the titty, baby? It's your girl, Salina EsTitties, and I'm back with another episode of Tit or Quit, the road to the golden boots. How y'all doing, baby? Listen, we're nearing the final episodes of the series because the season's almost over. Honey, it has been a long road. I don't know why I called the title The Road to the Golden Boots. Girl, this road has been bumpy. If there's been some potholes, there's been some children running across the street not looking both ways. There's been someone in a wheelchair, honey, almost ran over her a couple times, honey. There's been road ramps, closures, detours. It's been a mess this season, right? Not really. Actually, the fashions this season have been pretty sickening, to be quite honest. But first, let's do some housekeeping. Girl, it has been a week. I actually had a really nice week, except today. Mercury was definitely in her Gatorade, bitch, because I was just feeling my feelings. I woke up to an invoice for $2,000 for something I thought I already paid for. Girl, what? It just threw me so off, and I got so irritated because I'm like, why is everything so expensive? Why does everyone cost so much money? Why isn't there not enough money coming in all regards for everyone? Why are we working so hard to still be hungry? Bitch, this makes no sense. Why are there wars in the other countries that are, we're fun? Like, this makes no sense. Where's our money? That's what I want to know. Where's the money? Where's the support? What's happening? Anyways, that really frustrated me today. The ellipses happened, bitch, and I didn't even look at the sun like that, but they had me looking at the sun. Girl, my eyes a little wonky, but I'm going cross-eyed. I don't know what's happening in the world. It is just crazy. The Mercury is definitely in her micro braids, bitch. I do not know what to do. So, let me usa and get myself together so I can do this, because today was the day that was really in my feels, girl. Before I used to say, like, that's just an excuse for people to blame their crap on and, not take accountability for how they're feeling. But no, today something in the cosmos was making me feel crazy. So I don't know what that was, but we digress, honey. Oh my God, not my necklace breaking. Well, I already got, okay. So my necklace broke, and that's fine because today we're giving you Irene the Alien's confessional look. They had like this like button-up cherub shirt, and I gotta tell you, for the life of me, I could not find a cherub shirt on Amazon. This is the only thing that I can find. Look, it's for children. The little sleeves are right here. Isn't this crazy? I mean, I look like I turned it into a bando because I could not fit my arms in it. I look very Latina with my little bando, honey. The red hair is giving very Ariel, non-binary tees, very Irene the Alien. I did my makeup a little different today too. I don't know what it's giving. I don't know if I like it. I do like the Snatcherita that I did up here, but this under here, I don't know. Interesting, right? But Irene's an interesting girl, so I thought it worked for this look. Anyways, let's move on because, okay, white girl. Go stream my music, honey. Homegirl, my EP is out. I'm performing in West Hollywood at Out Loud for WeHo Pride June 1st. Make sure you go get your wristbands, your tickets, so you can see me perform my music live with dancers and all the things. And make sure you catch my YouTube series that I posted called The Titties Are Coming. Yes, baby, I did a brand new series where every month I take my journey and hustle and grind, and I show y'all what it looks like, because I don't think y'all really understand what it's like to be a rude girl after the fact. It is not easy. Everyone thinks that because you're on Drag Race, you got all this money and you're booking so much. And I know I make it look like I'm so busy on Instagram and stuff. And like, that's part of the job. It's my job to make it look like I'm somebody for, the brands and the things so they can like want to book me for stuff. But like, it's kind of not easy. So join me on my journey on my series called The Titties Are Coming, where I show you what it looks like for me to hustle and grind the way that I do. Because I will say, not a lot of girls hustle like the way I do. But a lot of girls don't need to. That's the crazy part. The girls who... Okay, white girl. Okay, moving on, honey. That's all I have for housekeeping. I don't think I have anything to report. I'm working on some projects that I'm very excited about. I can't share just now. But y'all will see what the titties are cooking in the series The Titties Are Coming. So... I think Cowboy Carter has such a hold on me right now. I went to check my Apple Music, and they have like a monthly replay where you can see what you've been listening to for the month. And I went to March, and I would have sworn I played Cowboy Carter so many times. I could have sworn I would have already had like 5,000 minutes of streaming of that. I was like, oh my God, Eternal Sunshine. I was streaming Eternal Sunshine like every day, 17 times a day. And I'm like, Cowboy Carter just took over out of nowhere. And I went back to listen to Eternal Sunshine. I'm like, girl, this stuff is good. Especially with me being in my feels today. I was like, we can't be friends. I was living my best life. It was really giving me what I needed for my feels today. So go stream Eternal Sunshine. Continue streaming Cowboy Carter. I think my favorite songs on Cowboy Carter, it's been like about 2.5 weeks now. Flamenco's not getting enough love. And also My Rose is so beautiful. They're like the shortest songs, but they're probably one of my favorites. I love American Requiem. I love Bodyguard. I love Tyrant. I love Honey, the Honey section. Oh, and then Two Hands to Heaven. So I've been singing this part. The Two Hands to Heaven section where it's like, oh my God, that part. I replay that section like over and over. There's the meme with DW from Arthur like this. That is so me, bitch. I am so obsessed with that section. Literally, that section is, it's such a moment. When I get up to walk, I want to feel weak. Girl, she's insane. I'm telling y'all, Beyonce takes me all the way there. Anyways, let's keep it pushing to this week's episode of Tit or Quit, The Road to the Golden Boot. Let's go. This week's category was something about a fan. I don't even remember, girl, because like, was this giving fans? Like, could they have said pleated for filth? Or, you know, like, I don't know. Fans is just a very distinct picture in my head. A lot of these girls wore pleated fabrics. A lot of the other girls, like, they had their feather fans, so they had a lot of feather looks. It was just an interesting way to categorize it. But also, I will tell you this. When you get your sheets for Drag Race, for your looks, they have a category with a description. And then when you get to the show, they use a completely different name of the category than the one that they sent you. So, like, our metal look, Metallica look, was actually show us your metal. So I had a lot of metal in my look, not so much metallic. But when we got there, it was Metallica. So I was like, they be doing that stuff. So I don't know what they told the girls for this one. Was it like pleated? And then they said, fans. You know what I mean? So I think maybe something like that went down because, I don't know. I thought this runway was a little rough. Don't you think? Like, I don't know. Okay, we'll get into it. Let's get into it. We only had 4 girls left. We have Q, Nymphia, Sapphira, and Plain Jane. And baby, we are at the end, honey. We're headed to top 3 because a girl did go home finally tonight. Stop being shady to Q. You guys need to leave her alone. Okay, white girl, let's get into it. First up, the first top tit of the week. We have Nymphia Wind with an 88% tit and a 12% quit. We're not even in the 90s. You see what I mean? I think this category was a little like interesting. We didn't even get a 90%, 95, 98, 96%. We've never got 100 the entire time we played tit or quit because there's a lot of secret haters out there. Y'all didn't want to give it 100%. Whatever. But we got 88%. That's a little wild, right? So Nymphia did this whole like Marie Antoinette thing, which I don't know. I guess like the old school fans remind me of Marie Antoinette. But we have seen, I think Michelle said on the runway, how many times have we seen Miss Marie Antoinette on the runway? Like how many different times are we going to be seeing this on the runway? You know what I mean? Like y'all don't even know who Marie Antoinette was. I know I don't, honey. Was she wasn't not a wife of King Henry. Was she in the musical 6? No. She wasn't, right? She was, see, bitch, kings and queens, the fact that even exists, the fact that it still exists, did you hear that disappear? Apparently she got a sickness or something, I don't even know, but like, the fact that a king and queen thing still exists in the world today, in England, whatever that's from, province, like, I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to me. The fact that we have a president is kind of wild to me. You know what I mean? Like, who's keeping order? I said in the beginning, where's the support? What's going on? Why? I hate governments, officials, and all the things. Police, what the f is that? Anyways, Nymphia Wind, Marie Antoinette, whatever the hell. Why do you think that when you think fans? I don't know. You see what I mean? Like, I don't really understand. Anyways, 88%. She had the 2 fans in her coochie with the little flame. We saw her. Didn't she have the vagina on the back of her head? Like, you already gave us pussy. You know, you already gave us pussy vagina on fire. Like, I think you did it so sickening the last time, too. So, I don't know. This was just like, I think the little flame thing kind of took you out of the fantasy that she was serving on the outside. Because the outside was actually kind of sickening. This look is really cool. Do I think fans, does this give me, like, cool fan look? I don't know. Is it the best out of the top 4? I don't know. The little fan nails was, of course, where it was at. Those nails were giving, honey. Oh, I'm not wearing nails today. And when I don't wear nails, I feel so ugly. But look who I'm portraying. So, boots. Let's move on to say their names.
I understand.
We have Marsha gave this a tit. Ooh, and Jan gave this a quit, honey. Yes, we're gonna do a tit and a quit for both Say Their Names this week. Olive, let's keep on pushing, honey. Next we have Plain Jane with an 84% tit and a 16% quit. Now, a lot of people didn't like this look. They didn't really care for it. I thought she looked so gorgeous. I thought Plain looked so deliciously gorgeous. I thought this was very, like, I think they said on the show, like, very Bob Mackie tees. But again, it's like the pleated fabrics. I thought her fan was really pretty. It was a pretty fan, and it complemented her outfit. So, like, but without her fan in her hand, would we have gotten fan from her outfit? I don't know. And is that even a thing? Who cares? But this encrusted, like, bodice, gorgeous. The hair is giving, the makeup is giving. She really does look like a GODDDS. And I was not mad at it. But a lot of people didn't like it. So, whatever. I don't think it's getting a golden boot. So, let's say their names. We have Jax in the house, gave this a tit. And also, Marsha gave this a quit. I love when Marsha gives a quit, bitch. That's so sickening. Like, you got quitted by Marsha. Moving on, we have Sapphira with a 66% tit and 34% quit. Now, I don't know. I thought it looked like a graduation gown, didn't it? Like a blue graduation. Like I wanted her to throw her hat in the air. But the fans on the side, when that came out, I was like, oh. But then I wanted this to go away. Like the blue here, the blue gown thing, it just looks like a church robe or something. I wasn't feeling it. I thought it kind of took away from the gloriousness of her makeup and her hair and then the fans. But I do love that she has, you know, her culture embedded into this, and it was like a reference apparently too. So, y'all know I love Sapphira, and like a lot of times her looks actually low-key are kind of a miss, but she's such a boss that like we accept it, and I like that, you know, because like as someone whose looks were a lot of the times a miss, I feel her. And we're also like kind of similar body types, like we're like bigger guys, you know, out of drag. So I love watching how Sapphira works with her body, because it's different from Plain's body, it's different from Nymphia's and from Q's. I mean, Q's a little thick, I think. No? Maybe? I don't know. Anyways, I really like Sapphira's hair. This hair is thickening. But the look, yeah, I think just the blue gown in the front kind of took me out. But whatever. Is it getting a golden boot? I don't think this is golden boot worthy. I mean, if it was on an earlier runway with more girls, this could. No? I don't know. No. I'm being crazy. Yeah, I don't think so. So let's say their names.
I understand.
We have Baby Doll. Fox gave this a tit. Oh, and Jiggly Caliente gave this a tit too. But we have Robin Fierce in the house giving this a quit, baby. That's fierce. Up next, we have Q with a 42% tit and a 58% quit. Now, Q's the only one beneath the 50% mark. She's the only one in the real quit territory with a 58% quit. But even that's not an insane amount of quits. I will say, I think this outfit is really cool. I really like the outfit. It's giving fan. I like the color was interesting choice. Because, you know, usually with like ballet tutu looks, it's very nude. It's either black and red. The fact that she went like orange and sherbet was really fun to me and interesting and different. What I will say, what always kills me with Q is her walk. She doesn't have like that spice when she's walking past, you know what I mean? She kind of walks like a cartoon. I don't know. But it was the end too, when she was trying to give like arms in ballet. It's like, girl, if you do not do that, don't try it, because this it was given Phantom of the Opera, bitch. I was not here for it. But again, I think all season, her walk really bugs me. And like, I think a lot of her looks were sickening, but they would have been so much more moi. It would have been so much more drag superstar if she could really serve on the runway with her walk and her persona and her attitude. But it's not there for me, personally. And I don't know what that is. And you know, it's none of my business. But is this a golden boot worthy look? I don't know. And also, it's very like, I like Q's hair, just not on Q. You know what I mean? I feel like they're not for Q, but like another girl would wear it and it would be so sickening. So that's something that's always a little weird for me when I see Q's hair choices. I don't know. I think she should be a bald queen. Like, she's bald, out of drag, just like be bald. I don't know. Who knows? Anyways, not my drag. No, I don't really care. I don't think it's getting a golden boot. Let's say their names. We have Anitra in the house, gave this a tit, honey. Yes. And we have Robin Fierce giving this a quit. Again, Robin Fierce is giving out fierce quits everywhere, bitch. But so that's the 4 queens we have this episode. Are any of these golden boot worthy? I don't think so. Is this a super strong top 4? I don't know. If they were on a season with other girls, you know, that's what's so interesting about Drag Race. What makes the competition interesting is the cast of girls that they choose, right? Because certain girls in other seasons with other girls, would they get as far in that season? I don't know, you know? So it's just always interesting to see what girls actually slay and deserve to get to the end, and what girls work their way to the end, and what other girls really play the game to get their spot in the end, because that's also a thing. It's just interesting. It's always, you know, it always depends on the cast and the group of girls that they get. So this top 4, Q goes home. Q goes home, and we have Nymphia, Sapphira, and Plain Jane as our top 3. But let's talk about the lip sync. So let's get into the Golden Chancla. Golden Chancla goes to the best lip sync performer of the season, and so far it's in the hands of Morphine in my eyes. So this week's lip sync was Q versus Plain Jane. Now, I didn't know this song, but I thought it was a good lip sync song. It was a like almost spoken word in a sense, the way that she was performing it, and it gave her a lot of opportunities to give character, acting, weird, funny drag queen performance that Q was not giving, and Plain Jane was kind of giving, but kind of not. I think both of them were kind of a chop, but I think Plain Jane, of course, was the better one of the two. So congrats to Plain Jane for making it top 3. She really played the game to get to her spot, and the bitch was kind of sickening, low-key all season, right? I think she was really cool. I really like Plain Jane. When I look past, like, the awkwardness behind, like, the weird, like, creepy thing behind her eyes. And Q was sent packing. Pobrecita. We're being nice, so, like, the girl got eliminated. I know what it feels like to get eliminated. It sucks. You worked so hard, you got so far, and then your dream is just done. But also, I think she said it at the Roscoe's viewing party. She kind of knew that it was going to be her time. That's how I felt when I went home. Like, I knew it was going to be me because I could see what's happening. So I feel bad for the girl. She did her best, and I think her looks are sickening. I think she can have a really thriving career in making looks and like doing something with the fashions that she is so good at. Like, she definitely has that in her pocket. So congrats, Q, for getting on and being one of the sisters now. Welcome to the club. This lip sync, it was a chop, right? Like, these lip syncs, it's interesting too. Are they not gonna have Sapphira, Nymphia, and Plain Jane participate in the Lollapalooza? Because how horrible of a look would it be if like Tsunami, Morphine, and Maya had to lip sync against them and like kicked all 3 of their asses, right? So they have to protect their own and put them, I don't know if they're lip syncing. I don't know how the episode's going, but I mean, just think about it. If they're not lip syncing, why not? If you're top 3, shouldn't you be able to send all these girls home? Shouldn't you be able to perform and outperform these bitches if you're top 3? So they're not gonna have them perform? I don't know, I'm just saying, girl. I'm just saying, shouldn't the top 3 be able to like whoop some ass? Golden Chancleties? I don't know, it's not my show, not my circus, not my monkey. Just a little observation. So because we have the Lollapalooza Lip Sync Smackdown happening this week, tomorrow's episode, we're gonna give away the Golden Chancla on the next episode. So this weekend, we're going to vote for who's gonna win the Golden Chancla. Because it's a lip sync battle episode, we're gonna see who really deserves this based off the last look of lip syncs we're gonna get from this season. Because let's be honest, the lip syncs this season, the most memorable one for me was Morphine's body lip sync, and then it was a horrible lip sync, but even the Break My Soul was like entertaining because of Sapphira's titties bouncing, and like it was one of the first ones we saw of the season. So like, I don't think it's getting a Golden Chancla. I was just saying that's one that stands out to me when I think back on lip syncs this season. Of course, Maya doing her flips and stuff, but I don't feel like Maya was ever really dressed to really perform and give her all. Based off the runway challenge, she would, you know, big wig that didn't help her, like a gown of some sort that she had to take off her shoes. So there was a lot of taking off of things that kind of took me out for a lot of Maya's performances. But we all know that that girl can perform. And I feel like we're really going to see it on the episode tomorrow. So here's what we're going to do. The next episode of Tit or Quit is going to be all dedicated to the Golden Chancla. We're going to give away the Golden Chancla, and we're going to vote on Sunday, April 14th for who should win the Golden Chancla. Next week, we're going to play for who's going to win the Golden Chancla. The week after that, we're going to officially give away the unofficial Golden Boot based off who you guys think deserve the Golden Boot this season. This has been a fun little series, right? Look, this has all been hodgepodge myself. The green screen I know has been crazy all season, and I thought it's been really fun to do my sister's confessional look, so that was really cool for me. I'm going to make prints of all the talking heads that I recreated of my entire cast, and I'm going to sell those at DragCon. So if you are at DragCon this year, come through my booth and buy yourself a little print. I'm going to do a whole collage to make it look like this. And it's going to be all of me. So I'm going to be selling that at DragCon. I think it's going to be a really cute idea. I'm also going to be selling little golden chanclas. So for those of you who have been following me on this series, I thank you so much for supporting me. Please make sure you go ahead and subscribe if you're watching this and you made it this far. Please just subscribe. Hit that little button right there. It really helps me with numbers when I go and like try to pitch to brands and try to get deals and stuff. The numbers really help and they talk. So I appreciate your support. Go follow me on Instagram so you can make sure you play Tit or Quit next episode. And I really appreciate you guys. You don't understand, like, this series, as much as like it's been hard to like really film it every week all by myself and edit it every week, the community I've cultivated between us two has been very beautiful to me, and it's been showing me that all is for a reason at the end of the day. Just like little Gurpinder at home who's watching and feels, you know, actually get some joy out of this. Like, I appreciate you guys so much. Mercury is in her Panda Express, so it's been really hard to keep pushing. I think you guys have seen I've been having moments where I get depressed. I'm like ranting and going crazy. So y'all get the full spectrum of EsTitties, honey. So I appreciate you for appreciating me. And I will see you next week for Tit or Quit, the road to the Golden Boot. Boy.